Bug Safari by Bob Barner. I was lost in a bug-infested jungle one hot summer day. I was all alone looking for a way back to base camp when I saw a long line of marching black ants. Where could they be going? It looked like an ant safari. This was a way out of the jungle. I decided to follow. All of my travels, I had never seen anything like the ant safari. Some of the ants carried things to eat, such as leaves, seeds, or bits of other insects. The ant safari was in a hurry to get somewhere. The ants didn't even look up at the big dragonfly that buzzed over their heads. We headed deeper into the dark, unknown jungle. I crawled over rocks and through mud. I had to find out where ants were going. The safari passed under flowers that were humming with honeybees collecting pollen. I was measuring one of the ants with my ruler when the other ants zoomed past in a slow-moving dung beetle. I noticed that the ants talked to one another by touching their antennas on top of their heads. They all knew where they were going. We were moving quickly, but to where and what? Then I saw them up ahead, red ants. The black ants were fighting them. The tiny red ants were fierce and bit the black ants. The black ants stood their ground and battled for several minutes until the outnumbered red ants finally ran away. One of the black ants took charge. I called the general. The wounded were treated and the safari continued. I was baking in the sun. I had a drink of my canteen. Just one sip left. The ants became very excited. They had come upon a toad sitting in the middle of their path. Most of the ants ran around it, but a few of them got zapped. Why would they keep going with all of this danger? Where could they be going? Then I saw it. A giant green mantis in the bush above the ants. One of the ants was plucked up and eaten, but all of the others marched ahead. They passed under sticky spider webs, spotted beetles passed, and noisy crickets that made chirping noises as we passed by. I picked my way through the jungle. I had scraped my knees and cut my finger, and I needed medical attention. I bravely pressed onward, hoping I would one day see another human being. All of a sudden, a hairy black spider pounced in front of the ants. The general led the safari around the giant, but I feared the worst. I hid my eyes and ducked for cover. Then with a swooshing sound, the spider was gone. I looked up to see its 8 legs wiggling in the beak of the robin. We were all safe for the moment. The general marched on. Lunch was ready. To my surprise, I discovered where the ants were going. I love a good safari, and so do the ants. They were headed to a picnic. That was their safari. Hope you enjoyed the book.